Just us.
Just us.
The Warriors are officially terrible again, unfortunately. Just 2 games after losing Jimmy Butler, any sort of momentum they had is completely gone, and we are back to where we were before the Jimmy Butler trade, where Steph Curry is carrying a team that is incapable of doing basic things like making layups, scoring, defending without fouling, and it's looking pretty bleak, unfortunately. If you thought Kuminga was going to be the answer, he's injured himself. So, nothing redeeming in the game against the Dallas Mavericks today.
It was the first game of the road trip. Warriors lost 123-115. It was just terrible start to finish. Yeah. I think the largest lead the Warriors had was 6 points or something. But those were hard to come by, that lead. And, you know, the Warriors tend to win when they are limiting their turnovers. They had, I think, 10 this game, and they forced 20 turnovers. Actually 21 turnovers, but they just couldn't buy a basket. As you said, they missed a bunch of layups. They missed a lot of threes.
And they kept taking the threes and missing them.
They shot 46 threes today, and they only made 15. That's 33%. Not great.
That's the thing that frustrates me most. What level of intelligence do you have if you keep seeing this high-risk shot not going in and you keep doing it? Like, even if you think you need the threes, go for the layups, because you're going to make those, but they can't make those. No, they're incapable of making those. It's a pretty deflating. If there was any hope of them rallying after a major loss like Jimmy Butler's ACL injury, it seems non-existent. They just did not have it, and with every moment you can see the life drain from Steph Curry's eyes. Like,
Steph Curry had a great game, but he doesn't have the supporting cast anymore. No. So he had 38 points. He was 14 of 27, 8 of 15 on 3. He had a pretty good, well-rounded game. It's interesting. He was minus 24.
Yeah.
In the game, though. Most players were in the minus and the plus-minus. I think D'Anthony Melton was really the only bright spot other than Steph.
Yeah.
He had 22 points, and he's the only one that's looking like he's trying.
Yeah.
He's putting in the effort on offense and defense.
Yeah.
But it's just not. No. It's not looking good as a unit, right? Yeah. They need to be able to work together as a team, and it's just not happening.
Yeah, Steph looks more and more like he was prior to the Jimmy Butler trade last season, which, if you remember, was very, very down and very depressed about the chances the Warriors had. He seemed like I don't remember him even smiling for a really long time. And when Jimmy came in, that was when he started, coming back to life a bit. We're seeing that undone very, very quickly now. Every time the camera cuts to him, you can see there's not much joy in his eyes anymore, which is a depressing turn of events, given that he was playing so well and continues to play so well. We're back to the situation where Steph Curry has no help.
Yeah, Steph Curry's trying to carry the team. Obviously, that causes a lot of pressure on him, and it's not as fun for him anymore.
No.
When he is basically accountable for the win and for generating a W.
I think the big thing for me is it's time to just get rid of Draymond.
Draymond had a bad game.
He's not offensively a threat or even contributing most of the time. And I know there's various excuses for that, various justifications. He's playing a position he doesn't like, whatever. It's a lot of pressure, but I hate to say it, but if he's not able to contribute and he can be used to make some sort of change in the team, I'm no longer in a position where I care about him as
I honestly think anybody's on the chopping block for me other than Steph.
And Melton.
The goal is for Steph to win another championship.
Yeah. Steph
He's
and Melton
the only
are
person I would not trade.
Yeah, Steph and Melton. Melton is actually trying. I think he deserves an actual honest attempt where the rest of the team... Because when Jimmy was here, he was playing fantastic as part of that second unit. Because, again, it wasn't all on him. I think other than him and Steph, everyone else should be expendable.
But the more that we're hearing reports and things talked about in the media, I think a trade is highly unlikely before the end of this season. I think what the Warriors are going to do is let this season go and in the offseason go for a big move. You know, names like Giannis, LeBron, others have come up, but those players, you know, LeBron I don't think is trade eligible until the end of June. So I don't know. I think maybe they'll wait, but if they really want to increase their chances this season to just make it into the playoffs, there's got to be some kind of move.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm at the stage now where I feel like if you wait till the summer to make a big trade, I still think that the team needs restructuring
Now,
anyway.
yeah.
Regardless, I feel like you make the trade.
And maybe it's a minor trade right now, not
No,
like the big
yeah,
blockbuster
right
one.
now, I would just start making the trades that you feel like you need to make and will likely need to make later. If you get Giannis, you still need to make some adjustments to that team. So just do it now. Like, do it and start working on what. Like, if you bring in a Trey Murphy or whatever it may be, you want to give him as much time to get comfortable with
Learn the
Steph.
system.
Do it now. Like, get rid of Kuminga, get rid of Pods, get rid of Moody, get rid of whoever you want to get rid of Draymond, whoever it is. Just get the people that you think will be valuable in the future now, so that by the time this big trade happens, or if Jimmy comes back, it's a team that's much better.
The interesting thing that happened in this game was in the second quarter, Kuminga went down. He turned his ankle and his knee at the same time. So he had a hyperextension. He left the game with knee soreness and did not return. So I do worry. I know they said it's not a major injury, that it's minor, but I wonder if they're just saying that so because he's still, you know,
Yeah, they
being
want to
shopped around.
trade him. Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know how long he's going to be out. He was doing really well before he got injured. He had 10 points and was looking very aggressive. It's really unfortunate that he sustained that injury.
Yeah.
Just the Warriors can't catch a break right now.
I think the biggest issue is that regardless of whether Kuminga's on the team or not, without someone like Jimmy to support Steph, the team is basically useless outside of Steph. Like, that is you look at every other team, and even a bad team like the Dallas Mavericks, who just beat us, they have Kyrie out, they have AD out, but they've got enough good players who are all contributing to beat other teams. We don't have that. We've got Steph Curry, and then everyone else is bad. At worst, and at best, they're inconsistent. So it's not a team. It's a one-man army that is just not able to, power through every single skirmish he gets into.
And here's the thing. We should, regardless of that, a team with Steph Curry, and yes, the supporting cast isn't doing great, but we should be able to beat a team that's below 500.
Yeah,
pretty easily.
You need Steph and then just an average team.
Yeah, but we couldn't do it.
We have Steph and a below average team.
Yeah.
Which is, that's going to be, and it is, I think it says it all. The biggest indicator of where the Warriors are now is how quickly the decline hit the moment Jimmy went out. It basically showed that he and Steph were holding the team up. And the fact that there's no one who can step into that role and even just prop them up for a little bit longer is just, if you needed any sign that it's time to just blow it up, this is it. This is not good enough at all, especially for a team that has aspirations for championships, and if it wants to, either they need to do something drastic or they need to give up on trying to be the Warriors that they used to be and just accept, their place as a mediocre team, which the sooner they do that, probably the better for their fans, honestly. Like, the issue is a lot of fans are still, they think of them as the Golden State Warriors from, a few years ago, the 4-time champion Golden State Warriors. We're in like Chicago Bulls territory now, like where that the good old times are over.
I'm not giving up that easily. I see what you mean. And I think
that's what I'm saying. Like, unless they do something drastic, that's where we're at. That's where we're going. So
yeah. something needs to change. This team, in the way that it's composed today, will barely make the play-in.
No. No, not at all. And they're a team where even if they make the play-in, they don't play consistently enough to give themselves
We'll
a
get
shot.
bounced from
They'll
the
get bounced
playoffs.
by like
Yeah.
any team. Pick any team in the play-in near us, and they'll beat us. Because on any given night, any team is better than us, and we are like the outlier for us is when we play well, not when we play bad, and that's a bad ratio.
Yeah.
Like we consistently are bad, and then occasionally we have a good game without Jimmy, which is just tragic. But it is what it is. I think as fans as well, we just need to get used to the idea of the Warriors won't be winning much anymore. For now, like unless at least the rest of the season, don't expect victories. Don't expect triumphant moments. At best, you'll get a fun Curry flurry every now and then. And I think like most people will be better off when they kind of get that and internalize it. But they have the trade deadline coming up. Who knows? Maybe they can pull something off to breathe some life into it. I thought maybe they could do something here and there because we have Kuminga, where the team was okay. But after watching that game, it was just like, oh no, this is not a contender, and it's not even a good team, average team right now. So they're between a rock and a hard place. They don't have much to work with. There's not a great market for the people they want to trade, and there's not a lot of players that will make a meaningful difference out there. And the only thing we can really hope for is that they sit down and go, all right, we're never going to have a player like Steph Curry ever again. There's no point in us waiting to try and build a future team and in the hopes that someone like this unicorn reappears, which is not going to happen. We have to bet everything right now, which I don't think they're going to do because it's a business, and the right business move is to hedge your bets so you give yourself a little bit of time to sell some shirts or whatever it may be when the time comes.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we're still in our feelings.
I'm not even in my feelings.
I am. I mean,
I'm
I still
coming at it logically and
yeah.
like dispassionately. The Warriors are shit.
And I wouldn't put it exactly that way, but they're not showing me that they are capable of winning.
No. That's like I said, they won't be winning much from this point on.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's probably it for
we've
today.
got 2 games coming up against the Timberwolves, which I don't know. In all likelihood, we'll get trounced. But sometimes they have these moments where they like to give their fans hope, just enough hope to like keep hanging on, and maybe they'll pull off one win against the Timberwolves, and then just slip back into being bad. But I don't know. You can look forward to maybe a win here or there, but don't expect it at all. I think. Just us on 3.
All right, just us on 3. 1,
You
2,
can do
3.
boobies and butthole.
Everything was a butthole. Just us on 3.
One big
1,
butthole.
2, 3. Just us.